Here's Will Lutz ready to get this one started. And this one is underway here on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now Patterson to start the drive. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
On play action, they'll throw. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. 1st and 10, it's Patterson. And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last two plays.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run. And let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down. Otherwise, it's going to be a long afternoon.
On the jet sweep, here comes Fuller. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Oh, it's intercepted. He was trying to get it to Ridley. Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis.
And the Saints are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line.
When the rookie QB gets his first touchdown pass, that's one you put in the trophy case. First career interception, that's going to be one he wants to forget.
Yeah, and he's not going to go ask for the football, right? You can keep that one. The key for him, what does he learn from it? When he watches the tape, does he have an answer right now where he already understands what mistake he made? That's what the coaches are going to want to know, and that's what they'll grill him on and see how he grows from it.
From the 25 on 2nd down, Winston
on the slant, complete to Michael Thomas.
Winston to Thomas there for the Saints' 1st down.
Well, partner, that's the start that you want right there. And you know he spent the entire offseason throwing hundreds, I'd probably say thousands of passes, getting ready for that moment. The first throw of the new season. He's dreamed about it, thought about it, and now it's out of the way.
Now, 1 for 1, a lot more to go. Winston now to throw on 1st down. That one complete to Hill. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage.
They'll come up on a 2nd and 4 now from the 40-yard line.
Winston to give. It's Kamara. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
On 3rd and 1, here's Winston. Open man is Michael Thomas. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff, you got to go up and make the tackle right away.
Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Here we go with Kamara. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th on their own side of the field. Close to the 50, but their own side of the field. They only needed a couple of inches, and they were able to get it done.
And it doesn't matter whether you're a zone blocking team, a man blocking team, gap blocking, whatever you want to call it. When it's in this situation, it's really man-on-man, isn't it? Who's going to win the battle? And right there we saw it. At the point of attack, find enough yardage to pick up a first down. Give him credit for that one.
And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. But yet another completion here on this opening drive, and he's now perfect 4 of 4 to start. Pretty solid execution here.
And how about how everyone's handled their nerves? Because you know what it's like to start a ball game. You're so amped up and ready to go, and sometimes the execution isn't there. They've been flawless so far. Well-drilled, well-prepared, and excited to start this game.
And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. 9th play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. No gain on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
No score after 1 on EA Sports. Winston to throw for it on 4th. Targeting Thomas on the out route, making the catch. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas, 42 yards. And the Saints post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Lutz with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Taking it about the 1. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15.
Here we go, set.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Now remember, the last time out, they threw the interception. That led to the touchdown, so now time to regroup.
It certainly is, and their goal right now as they go back out on the field, a calming drive, something that takes the ball, keeps it for a while, lets the defense relax a little bit, and lets the offense regain confidence in their game plan.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates are going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Nice job escaping the pocket. And boy, he took the shot downfield towards the end zone, didn't he? Trying to go for 6. It just wasn't there against that coverage. They were ready to prevent the big play.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
He had to fight for every yard on that run. Shook himself free of a tackle and kept fighting, even with the rest of the defense closing in on him. That's the kind of effort you'll take every single time.
Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. He rifles one that's intercepted. And the Falcons will take over here at their own 12-yard line. So this defense coming up with a takeaway, and maybe that's something that can bring a little life to that sideline.
Well, I don't want to say that they've been sleepwalking through this first half because that's simply not true, but you're right. We haven't seen a lot of fire from these guys, really, on either side of the ball. So maybe that's the catalyst that they needed to get them back into this game.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was...
Well, this is intercepted. They get Ritter for the 3rd time. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, the offense, Charles, they were flirting with disaster, already backed up deep in their own territory. So the interception and the pick 6 ensued. That was a big play.
It certainly was, and the short field gave him the rare opportunity to take it all the way back and quickly. And once he saw that he had open field, there's no way he's going to let that opportunity slip away, and finds his way into the end zone.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Fielded just outside the goal line. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. Will Fuller, nobody there to stop him. He will score. Touchdown, Falcons. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him, kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. Now the extra point. And that one makes it 14-7. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And, Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in Week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that in the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them all bunched up at the end of the year, that's not as much fun watching teams try to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, let's face it, we're TV people. What a great game to sell right out of the gate.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And he'll score. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Chris Olave.
His first NFL reception goes for 6.
And the Saints are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Lutz good on the extra point, and it's now 21-7. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
Fielded just outside the goal line.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here we go.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, we were having a tough patch. This too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here.
Partner, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line.
Ready.
It's 4th down.
Hey, red. Steel, black. Say, hut.
Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. Taken in at the 22. Great blocking, nearly sprung in there. 28-yard return. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10.
Winston and the Saints now with a 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. And he'll start with a give to Kamara. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 40.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
Kamara gets it again on 2nd down.
And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. Here's Kamara trying to run for it.
Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line.
The Saints 1st down there on a gain of 11.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
Now a throw out to his fullback is complete.
He'll get it inside the 20, and they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
Well, they've certainly spread the ball around so far, but they're definitely getting everyone involved now when you're throwing it to the fullback. Just shows how versatile this offense is and how everyone is a threat.
This offense in midseason form here in the opener. It's 1st and 10.
Kamara up the middle. And finding room to work, he's down to the 2-yard line.
48 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Some good strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. A tip carry for Kamara. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Flushed out right. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Jameis Winston. As the first half is winding down. And the Saints are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Lutz with the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
On the double.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Marcus May with a pick.
Boy, Charles, you hate to see this for a rookie quarterback. You're hoping it doesn't shake his confidence, but that confidence, it might be shaken because that is 4 interceptions for him now in this ballgame.
It has to be shaken. Wouldn't be human if you weren't. Doesn't matter whether you're a rookie or a veteran. 4 interceptions, you're not sure what you're doing out there. So to me as a coaching staff, I would think very hard about getting him out and trying it again another day.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Casey Hayward.
And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. And we welcome you back now alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn getting set for quarter number 3 here. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he returns this to the 22.
Deontay Hardy on the return. The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Jameis now on 1st down. They'll set up the screen down to Kamara. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. The 1st down screen pass, good for 5.
And a really nice play call there to start the drive, especially if you're a team that has a little bit of a reputation for throwing it downfield. You come out and you think maybe you can catch them off guard a little bit, and they did. Little screen pass, backdoored them, and that time worked well for a solid gain.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Winston. Alvin Kamara reeling it in on back-to-back plays. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 17 there and a New Orleans first down.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10. Now Winston. And that is incomplete.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Jameis to throw it. To the right side, and he's got Landry complete. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. On 3rd down, here's Kamara. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. 59 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
A 1st down throw for Winston. Touchdown, Saints. 3 touchdown passes now in the ball game for Jameis Winston. And the Saints take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Lutz good on the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the 2nd half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he's going to lose a yard or 2, taken down behind the line. Marcus Davenport, the 1st rounder out of UTSA, with a sack. Here's Bradley Pinion now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. They have, by the way, gone to the 3rd quarter now at Ford Field in Detroit. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
2nd down, and it's Kamara again. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Again, it's Kamara. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. 77 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Now in his 6th season, Kamara just continues to be one of the best dual-purpose backs in football. He's never missed a Pro Bowl, and he has the most total yards in the NFL since entering the league in 2017. He actually played in his fewest games in a season last year and still had over 1,300 yards.
First down, Winston. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. Oh, he's got some breathing room. Touchdown, New Orleans. Well, CD, simply put, if anyone around the league wasn't paying attention to them to start this season, they will be heading into Week 2. This has been an impressive Week 1 performance.
They've certainly announced that they are ready to go, haven't they? They wanted to send a message out to the rest of the league. You better put your eyes on us. We may be someone you have to reckon with.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
You're exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play, multiple plays, that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. This defense just continues to bottle up that ground game. And look, the deficit right now for this offense is so big that it might not matter. But you're still in the 3rd quarter. They're probably going to have to try things through the air, Charles.
I agree with you totally. That's what they'll have to do. They do need to run it occasionally to take a few hits off the quarterback because right now, you just know those pass rushers are fired up to get after him.
Here's Bradley Pinion now as he's on to punt for Atlanta. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. But they've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the 4th quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last 2 drives.
Certainly feels like a chance for them to continue to have some fun out there, doesn't it? Game's already decided, as you noted, so they can continue to play loose, break out some other concepts, maybe run a few trick plays, get other people involved. Heck, even go deep on one of these first snaps just because they can. Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces, and I know it sounds crazy, But they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Yeah, this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there. Here comes the Saints punter now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. Oh, this is off the side of his foot. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. These fans just kind of beside themselves right now. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. 7 yards there and a first down. A nice completion there for the first down. And Charles, you think about the quarterbacks of recent vintage that have been thrust into action week 1. It's no guarantee of future success, but we sure have seen some good ones.
We certainly have, partner. How about Joe Burrow with the Bengals in 2020? He was excellent. Kyler Murray with the Cardinals. The best part about his game has his team right on the brink of the playoffs. And Deshaun Watson has won division titles after having started from day 1.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And this one complete to Will Fuller. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. So that a nice throw, but it hasn't really turned out to be the grand debut that many had hoped for. His team's down double digits. So what have you seen, CD?
About what I expected, really, because for a youngster making his first start in the NFL, I kind of expected to see these things. A few bumps along the way, maybe not the plays you expect to see or want to see. But remember, he's not going to the Hall of Fame off this first start. It's going to be an accumulation of games before we have a fully accurate reading.
A very nice pickup of 33 yards. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football. Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And now here is another interception. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And the Saints will take over here at their own 14-yard line. But with this advantage, this defense knew that passes were coming, and they stayed in position, Charles, and picked one off here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, what a way to cap things off, huh? Because I think this is part of the game within the game. They see the scoreboard, they see what they can accomplish, and they went for it.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off. Meanwhile, Winston's throw caught by Olave. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. The offense on 3rd down, they're at 50%, 4 for 8. Here it's 3rd and 3. A man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Kamara again. And he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3. Here comes the Saints punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. It's a 39-yard punt, 8 on the return, and the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again. They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And this has been quite a performance to kick off the new year on the road, no less, as they try to finish things off here in the fourth quarter. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down. Well, they'll take that every time with a lead. First down, fourth quarter, getting 8 yards. You love that.
They will take it, and you have to ask the defensive guys, why did you give it? I mean, you know the situation. You're down, have to stop them, have to get the football back. But 8 yards on first down puts them back on their heels.
And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 98 yards rushing now for Kamara. It's a first down. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Well, this was not just the opener of a brand new season, but this was